Guess what I'll be? Illustrated by Annie X. Worthy. What will I be? This is me. I'm called a tadpole. One day I'll have 4 webby feet, big bulging eyes, and I'll eat beetles, flies, and worms. I can't wait till I grow legs. I'll be a frog. Frogs lives on the land and in the water. What will I be? This is me. I'm called a chick. One day I'll have 2 long skinny legs, bright pink feathers, and a very large hook beak. Pink is my favorite color. I'll be a flamingo. Flamingos turn pink because they eat so many pink prawns. Okay. What will I be? This is me. I'm called a calf. One day I'll have 2 long toes, wrinkly brown skin, and I'll swim in the sea. I hope my toes grow that big. I'll be a walrus. Walruses live in the large groups called herds.
All right. Welcome back to the C Morning Show. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. What will I be? I am Shahnaz. I am a TV anchor. All right, as we saw earlier, that was an example of how to read aloud to your kids, which will be the topic of our conversation this morning. As parents, we all want the best for our children's education and also development. And one of the effective ways to promote both is by incorporating regular read aloud sessions into their daily routine.
Indeed, and today we're excited to welcome our special guests for this morning who are experts to share with us the many benefits of read alouds for kids. Amalia Novianti and Irma Nurul from Read Aloud Community Indonesia. Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
For inviting us.
Indeed, that was quite a beautiful reading of Guess What I'll Be.
Guess what I'll be.
And it was very enchanting, wasn't it? I can't help but smile while listening to it. It reminds me of my own childhood. So can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you guys to start the Read Aloud community of Indonesia? What was your target and your mission?
Okay, so basically, Read Aloud communities was started not only like by 1 or 2 persons. So we had some Read Aloud local communities in several cities, in several areas. And we saw that we have the same vision to improving children literacy development by doing kind of read aloud activities, which is fun, interactive way. So we gather together and collaborate in one community across Indonesia, Read Aloud Indonesia.
When was this started?
It's about 2020.
Okay.
I see. So it's 4 years in.
Yeah.
And do people know now the importance of reading aloud to children? What are the benefits?
Oh yeah. So it actually is different from one city to another. Yeah. So in several maybe a bigger cities, many people are already aware the importance of reading to children. However, in several areas, we still need to like educate the people. That usually parents and teachers want the children has able to read and write as soon as possible, and know that it is important for academic performance. But do not know that read aloud is actually the starting point. Because people learn a language start from listen, right? Listen stories, hearing vocabularies. Like babies cannot speak yet, but they can listen to the stories to us.
And also the pitch of the sound.
Yes.
Speaking sound.
So do you guys provide suggestions for books, or do you teach people how to read aloud to their kids? What do you guys do?
Yeah, So we do some trainings too for parents and also teachers, but we also suggest some books like online books like Let's Read from Asia Foundation. We have Literacy Cloud, or sometimes I use Oxford Reading Tree.
Okay.
So there's a lot of resource online. Also, Kemendikbud also have a resource for ebook that people can reach.
Okay.
And it's free.
And it's free.
It's free. Yes.
Okay,
Quality is also good.
My concern is I'm a parent also of a five-year-old kid. Now I want to know, when we want to read aloud to our kid, what sort of book that we need to, to choose, what kind of book? Because there's so many books, I don't know which one to choose.
So you can actually start from your own children. What will they like? So what is their interest in? If they like sport, maybe you can choose a topic about sport. Like my son, he like Lego.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can start with the Lego book.
Yeah.
And my daughter, she like Where's Wally?
This is my son's favorite. This is my son's favorite. He loves it.
Yeah, because she loves puzzles, and then she love to find Wally, and then I pick this book. So we start from our own children.
The children
Okay,
interest.
right. What they like.
What they like.
Now, I've noticed that all of the books that you've brought today are in English, and indeed the book that you read earlier was in English as well.
Yes.
But do you also see the benefits of having other languages, particularly, for example, we are in Indonesia, so Indonesian, and also local languages as well, such as Sundanese or Minangkabau?
Usually we read the book in Indonesian. So we
Okay.
read many Indonesian books because currently we have many good quality Indonesian books, many new publishers, and we have a lot of source of that. So they can also have many new vocabularies in Bahasa Indonesia.
I see. Now, going back to the importance and the benefits of reading aloud. So how has the read aloud community impacted our children reading skill and overall love for readings? How has it significantly improved?
So like for example, my kids, I also have the 5 years old boy. Same age. And I read aloud him since he was born. And even we can start it from pregnant actually, because they can hear inside.
In the womb.
So I read aloud him, and then he has a good progress in language and literacy development. Know many new vocabularies. Because when we read the stories, and then he found new vocabularies, and then he will ask what it's about, what is the meaning, and then he will have a better comprehension and can retell stories. Because sometimes children choose like the similar books over and over again, and then have like comprehension of the stories, and at one point they will want to retell stories.
So do you, for example, at least from your personal experience, do you read them, what language do you read your
Bahasa Indonesia.
Bahasa Indonesia. And obviously you've noticed that that's kind of had a marked improvement on his language skills. Right, that's very interesting. So what kind of popular books do you introduce to kids and are well suited for reading aloud? I mean, we have some examples here. What kind of other examples do you have?
Many books. So like for Indonesia, there's some publishers like Aksa Brahma Pustaka, and then there's also Litara Foundations. Many titles of books from those publishers, and many other books also like Mizan publishers, and then we have Nura books. Many local publishers that provide good quality books.
I see. All right. Now, when we read aloud to our children, our kids, are there any specific challenges or consideration when we implement this in our home?
One of the challenges is to pick a suitable books for the child. So, like for example, I mentioned earlier about the interest. So we choose the interest, but if you have like a very young age children, like 4 or 5 years, if they just flip the book like this and then they put it back, we thought like, oh, they don't want to read. But actually they it's a habit. So we can start again tomorrow with a shorter time. It's okay. Like they just see the picture. It's okay. We don't have to finish it. Every time we read a book.
Oh, okay. That's what my son does.
Yeah,
Sometimes he doesn't want to.
maybe he read the pictures,
Yeah.
not the
Right,
text. Yeah.
And that's important for understanding context as
Yes,
well, isn't it?
yes, yes.
Yeah. And obviously, a really important part of it is also for the kid to be able to enjoy
Yeah.
it as well. And you know, when you enjoy something, at least from my personal experience as a child a few years ago,
You're still a child.
I am still a bit of a child. I'm only 26, guys. What do you say? When you have fun, that's when you learn the most as
Yes.
well,
That's true.
isn't it? So, you know, you guys have done programs, you've done teachings and workshops for parents to be able to read aloud to your children. What other programs do you have? And perhaps, do you guys collaborate with authors or publishers as well?
Yes, and we have the programs read aloud sessions to children, and usually we follow that with we call it bookish play. So it's basically it's book-based activities. Like for example, when the moment of Independence Day, we read a book about Independence Day, and then after that we have activities like making a flag. Or Independence decorative items, so they can kind of feel the book, the story from the books. We have that, and then we have training for trainers, for parents and teachers, so they will able to read aloud in a good way. And then we have also read aloud goes to school. So the team will go to specific school and then have read aloud sessions.
Nice.
And then also train the teachers. And also we have collaborations with authors and publishers to promote their book. And to make in some area in Depok, they have collaboration with authors to make a book, the children book.
Oh, that's very cool.
We make books together with the children and the parents.
Yeah.
And also
That's lovely. Okay, maybe my last question would be, if you have 3 tips for us parents to read aloud to our kids, what would it be?
3 tips. Yeah. The first tips, maybe just enjoy the process. You don't have to force yourself to like, oh, this is like a task that hard to do, and oh my children doesn't read until the end. It's okay.
It's okay. Just to enjoy.
Just to enjoy the moment. Make connection with your
connection.
kids with that, and then the last one, do it consistently.
Okay, that's the most important thing.
For sure. And so, you know, what's next for your community? I mean, you guys are doing workshops and trainings, you know, and obviously, you know, we're in a digitalized world as well. So perhaps podcasts can be quite useful for children, especially if they want to read along, but they're perhaps alone at home, you know, and they want to do something. Do you have plans for that in the future, or perhaps plans to expand to other cities as well?
Yeah, so we could continue to promote Read Aloud with Read Aloud sessions and some training of trainers. We have more participants will join that training so that they can initiate local read aloud communities and collaborate together in Read Aloud Indonesia. And also podcast is a good idea. So some of our community members already like share the stories in YouTube and digital platform, but not yet in kind of podcast together. Collaborations.
We'll wait for it.
Yes, indeed. We're looking forward to further developments of the Read Aloud Indonesia community in Indonesia. Guys, thank you so much for coming to see today.
For inviting us.
You guys are doing God's work, honestly, with Read Aloud and everything to do with children's development. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Alrighty, everybody, we're going to take another break, but we'll have more updates from Indonesia when we return, so stay with us on the C Morning Show, only on See Today.